Hi everyone, my name is Alex. Today I'm going to be trying the Youth to the People Youth Screen. This product retails for $30. This is the first sunscreen formulation from Youth to the People, and I'm very excited about it because I remember I was wanting them to launch a sunscreen years ago when I was a huge fan of their cleanser. I was a huge fan of this brand. I used to follow this brand very closely. One of the first skincare brands I tried. I'm extremely disappointed because not only is this sunscreen $30, but you're not getting the standard 1.7 fluid ounces, you're getting 1.3 fluid ounces. And I want to talk about this. There are plenty of sunscreens I've tried that are more expensive than this. Not even getting the standard amount for $30 is kind of crazy in my opinion. This product is also loaded down with fragrance, which I'm not a huge fan of. Just a few things going into this that I am not loving from the start. I don't love the price point for how much you get. Sunscreen is something you need to reapply very frequently, and every 2 hours, if you're doing that every day, spending $30 on not even 1.7 fluid ounces is going to add up really quick. I really wish they could have given more of this product, but I mean, I'm still going to try it, see what I notice, see if it blows me away. This is an SPF 60 concentration, but honestly, it will really have to blow me away to justify that price point. This product is vegan, cruelty-free, alcohol-free, and comes in recyclable packaging. Like I said, they include fragrance. Just if you're sensitive, be mindful of that. I also don't know if it's just me, but I'm struggling to see on their website what the sunscreen filters they use in this are, and also on Sephora they usually actively mark the sunscreen filters, and they didn't with this product, so I just wanted to read them off of the box. They use avobenzone at 3%, homosalate at 15%, and octisalate at 5%. Check out the full ingredient list. You can click the link in the description to go to their website, and also I've left the full ingredients in the description as well. This is an SPF 60 concentration. I haven't tried any concentration over a 50, so I will be curious to see what finish it leaves. Does it break me out or cause any acne? And what does this product do for my skin? How does it stand out from other sunscreens if it does? As for anything else, we continue to do check-in, so I will see you all in the next check-in. I'm here to give you all a quick check-in and also my first impression with this sunscreen. First off, let's not make this the norm. This needs to stop with this size. I am not happy with the 1.3 fluid ounces. That is significantly less. And when it comes to sunscreen, more is better. Their biggest selling point with this is that it's an SPF 60 concentration. At that rate, I would rather just invest in an SPF 50 that is better that I can reapply with, because any concentration of SPF you're still gonna need to reapply with. And when a brand is charging this much and you're still getting less than the standard amount, I'm already just turned off of this product, but I am still gonna try it, see how it performs, see how it feels. It is really impressive because they do have a very fluid finish to this sunscreen. And it is really lightweight. I have to give it to them. This feels like nothing on the skin. Fragrance is there. Smells like standard Youth to the People cleanser. If you've smelt that, you have smelt this. It does have a controlled applicator, so I do like that. It doesn't change the 4th teaspoon that you still need to apply. I'm not expecting a white cast with this product because it is a chemical sunscreen. Fragrance is kind of heavy fragrance for a sunscreen. I also don't like fragrance in sunscreens, but that is just my own preference. If you're able to tolerate it, then that is fine. I have to say, other than the price point, this feels great. This is a great feeling sunscreen. Extremely lightweight, and for it to be an SPF 60, it doesn't really leave much of a finish on the skin, which is a shame because it leaves a beautiful, not even there, not heavily dewy, it's just kind of neutral sunscreen, which I feel like is kind of rare for some chemical formulas, especially American chemical formulas. I've seen to be a little bit heavier sometimes. It has some oil balancing ingredients, which I like. I feel like that separates it from some other chemical sunscreens on the market. The price point is going to come into consideration with this product, but it's a shame that it costs this much for so little, because this is a sunscreen that I could see myself reapplying with if it works for my acne prone skin. I'm gonna have to evaluate it. I'm gonna have to see how I continue using it and how it continues to perform. I'm back to give you all my final thoughts on this sunscreen. Amazing finish, and I have to say, if it weren't for the price point, this would be one of my favorite American chemical based sunscreens because it is so lightweight, has some oil absorbing properties to it that is hard to describe, but this has been one of my favorite sunscreens to reapply with. With that comes the biggest issue with this product. You are paying a ridiculous amount for the amount that you get with this sunscreen. Even though the finish and everything was beautiful with it, it had amazing supporting ingredients, and I didn't personally experience acne with this. It does have soybean oil in it and a couple of ingredients that have been known to set off my acne. I don't know if it was just the concentration they used, if it was the formula. I didn't experience breakouts with this product, so that was a plus. This sunscreen checks off all of the boxes except for just being a ridiculous price point. Do not understand why they have made this product 1.3 fluid ounces when the standard is 1.7. That little bit makes a huge difference when the price point is $30. And I saw a couple of reviews on Youth to the People's website saying that they are notorious for releasing jumbo sizes later. And that usually comes with a little bit of a discount. I don't know if it will be enough to justify it, but still, hope is not lost with this product because they do have a chance to release a jumbo size that is a better value. However, with how much I reapply sunscreen, I try to reapply every 2 hours, especially when I'm out in the sun, and also just how fluid this sunscreen is to ensure that you're getting the recommended amount. I mean, I could see myself going through this product within a month. $30 a month for just one sunscreen is a little bit ridiculous to me. If you have the means to do it, I would recommend this product because it is really lightweight. One of the best finishes to an American chemical based sunscreen that I have seen, very similar to Korean formulas, but it is just so expensive. So I'm gonna provide some more budget-friendly options. One of them worked for me that I'm gonna personally go for, and then one of them personally caused acne, but I still want to provide it as a resource because it has a similar feel. The one that I'm gonna use is Bioma's Ultralight SPF 50 sunscreen. I feel like that is always the one I talk about when it comes to American chemical-based sunscreens, but that's just the standard for me. Very lightweight, $20 for the standard size of 1.7 fluid ounces, and it is just a really luxurious formula that I feel like it's a little bit more worth paying. You get more than this product for less than what this costs. I would recommend that as the ultimate recommendation, but if you want another option, Prequel Solar Shade Sunscreen is amazing, except for the fact that it broke me out. Loved the finish, loved everything about it. If you are not acne prone or you don't struggle with acne from formulas like this, I would recommend at least trying it out. I think the algae caused breakouts with me. If you know you don't have a sensitivity to that, I would definitely look into trying that sunscreen. Those are my more budget-friendly options, but ultimately, I did enjoy the sunscreen. It's a guilty pleasure because until I finish it and until I use it, I'm going to love it, but it's just not something that I find myself reinvesting in because I'm already halfway through it and I've just used it for a couple of weeks. Not the best for your wallet, it's not the best for a budget, and I don't like spending money on skincare that much, especially when I know some more budget-friendly options. I always let you all know where I would put my money, and this is just such an expensive formula. I don't know what they were thinking with that. I know a lot goes into making a formula and making the price of a formula. I just wish they were able to accomplish a little bit more of a budget-friendly sunscreen because I feel like it doesn't promote reapplication as much when you are charging so much for a sunscreen. That's just my biggest critique with this because it's not something that I would find myself repurchasing. The SPF 60 is something that is a standout because it is such a high level of sunscreen protection without the heavy sunscreen feel, but ultimately an SPF 50 will do, and I would just reapply with an SPF 50 rather than this product because it is more budget friendly. That's why I'm gonna go for the Bioma after this. If you want and have the means to invest in this sunscreen, I would recommend it because it is a really luxurious formula, just not something I'm going to be reinvesting in the future. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more like this, make sure you subscribe because I post new videos every week, and I will see you all in the next review.